ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning, everybody. Respected principal, teaching, non-teaching staff, and my dear students of Government First Grade College, BM Road, Chennarayapatna, Hassan District. Today, I am going to deliberate on the research methodology, particularly how to select topics for conducting social science research, as well as what is the methodology, procedure, or the way in which social science research is conducted. That is the main theme today. And when Ajay called me to speak on this topic, I readily accepted to help my students of the rural areas, and it gives me further happiness in sharing my experience and knowledge on the research methodology. You know very well that research is very important. It is similar to salt in the vegetable. Vegetable without salt is tasteless. Likewise, in your life, you must have the research bent of mind. Always you should question how, why. For each and everything, if you introspect and question yourself, why I have to do? Okay, why I have to do UG RPG program? What is the purpose? And when you answer this question of why, you will get the results. In research is very vast. It is unfathomable. It is possible to measure the depth of the ocean, but it is not possible to unravel the mystery of the world. Before the birth, where were you? After the death, where you are going? Who knows? In between the life and death. So the researcher, man is unraveling, searching for finding answers to so many questions. So from the Stone Age, etc. Okay, the people invented fire, wheel. Today, the computer and artificial intelligence, everything is coming through research activity. When you pursue research program, the society, it is an external phenomena. We have external research and internal research. External research is material research, and it is about the utilization of earth resources. All, whether you are studying physics, chemistry, commerce, management, sociology, history, etc., it covers how to utilize the earth resources, and it is external for material well-being. If you go inner, you have to find out who you are, what am I, why I am here, what for I have born here, what is the purpose of my life, okay, why I have to pursue BCom or BBA program or MCom program or whatever, and ultimately what is this life is all about. You know very well, the birth is suffering, aging is suffering, and disease is suffering, old age is suffering, decay is suffering, death is suffering. So in the entire world, as Lord Buddha has expressed, it is suffering. How to overcome the suffering? Because world represents the suffering. Here and there you may get some happiness. That happiness will not last long. Suddenly when the human life is such that it is happy, pleasure, pain. Okay, pleasure is the interval between two pains. When such being the case, man is chasing. America has achieved all goals. Okay, no goals are left. And what is next? Therefore, you will go, your inner, you will experience inner emptiness and voidness. Therefore, you will go under depression. Whereas India and the Asian countries, we are the land of spirituality. It is a karma bhumi, the land of sacrifice, tyaga, and it is a land of yoga, spiritual advancement. Therefore, we have to research here means You have to identify what for I am existing. Okay, what is the purpose in my life? Externally, okay, you want the comfort, okay, the luxury, etc. Therefore, man has invented a aeroplane, train, cycle, wheel, these, etc. Now today, artificial intelligence, robots to replace human routine activities. When artificial intelligence is introduced in every sphere of human activity and economic activity, what will happen to the human labor, and the what will happen to workforce, the competent and willing workforce, what will happen to them? We have to identify. Today, a lot has changed. Earlier, we lived in the era of agricultural economy. From agricultural economy, we have moved to industrial economy. From industrial economy, we are in the service information. Today, it is knowledge economy, knowledge worker, knowledge economy, knowledge product, etc. So, in the knowledge era, we want knowledge worker, knowledge workforce. Whether we are having manual workers or knowledge workers. Okay, in our case, India is spiritually strong, 1 billion people, 1 billion ideas. Still today, we are developing country because we want to coordinate everybody's activities, all Indian citizens' activity for the purpose of national goal achievement. Unfortunately, in our country, individual goals are not aligned to societal goals, family goals, and national goals. Therefore, India is still a developing country. Developing country is also a problem. Why? Because in spite of having the vast resources, natural resources, etc., we don't have any don't have global brands. We don't have our own MNCs, like 100 MNCs, which can uh, cater to the needs of the global requirements. Therefore, we have problem. Individual is having problem. The research is mainly identifying the problem, identifying the source of the problem, identifying the solution for that problem. After identifying the problem, you should not keep quiet. You have to apply the those solutions and solve the problem. That is there ends the research for a particular problem. In our case, we Indians are good at identifying, solving the problems rather than identifying the problems. Therefore, identifying the problem itself is a problem. We in our case, whether any plan, whether 5-year plan or this, that, etc., all the plans, whether we have implemented, to what extent? Why the farmers are suffering? Why the industrial laborers are suffering? Why the migrant laborers are suffering? Why infrastructural problem? And whether the people are having inner happiness and outer comforts, whether both are balanced or what? To identify all these problems, human problems, societal problem, and individual problem. What is the problem of an individual? Individual problem may be health problem, physical health, mental health, emotional health, moral health, and spiritual health. Okay, and financial problem, health problem, financial problem, and also relationship problem. That is why in majority of the foreign countries, they are not having the families. They are live with the pets and gardening, listening to music. Okay, because human life, as long as you are living in this world, okay, the relationship, we have to forge a relationship with many people, family members, etc. And because of the impurities of mind, jealousy, hatred, okay, all these animosity, etc., when the inner purity is there, outer calmness will be there, relationship will be possible. But all the individuals are chasing material wealth today. When they are chasing the material wealth, therefore unhappiness sets in the mind. And that is the problem. First, we have to solve our own problem. Studying research methodology is not to solve the external problem. We have to solve our own problem. Okay, we have to identify from what problem I am suffering from. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದು ಯಾರ್ದೋ ಮನೆ, ಈ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಮನೆ ಅಂತ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಮನೆ ಆಚೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಆಚೆಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. you can identify the problem. And the solutions for a particular problem, you have to identify the cost effective solutions. So many solutions you have to list out. You apply the best solution that will solve the problem. So now social science. In social science, it is opposite to natural science. Natural science, chemistry, physics, botany, mathematics, the results are accurate. You measure today, the results are same. You measure after 200 years, the results will be the same. Newton's law, etc. But in social science research, it is not so. Motivational level of the employees. Today, if you measure the motivational level of the employees in a particular company, this year because of bonus, this, etc., people are highly motivated, having morale and etc. Next year, if you don't give bonus or like this lockdown, go and test now the motivational level of employees. The results will not be the same because human element is involved, mind is involved. In natural science, human element is not involved. Therefore, how to select the problem for social science research means we have to select the problem in such a manner that it should be measurable. Measurable means, say for example, independent variable, influence on, impact on dependent variable. Because of COVID-19, uh, how these uh, migrant laborers have suffered. Whether migrant laborers, within the short notice, they could not move anywhere. And therefore, the daily wage earners, people who have come from other parts of the country, working in a construction site or agricultural field, okay, without having the security, food, etc., they suffered. What is the cause? Short period, short notice lockdown is the cause. And people mobility is curtailed. Because of the curtailing of people's mobility, they suffered a lot. The suffering is because of short notice lockdown. Suppose if a central government were to give 4 or 5 days, go and settle in your place. Okay, today is 24th March. Okay, from 29th March, we are closing all the economic activity. Go and settle. Then people might have hurried to their respective places. The migrant problems could not have arisen. Therefore, this is the cause. And now the central government and Supreme Court also passed an order to give salary to the employees during lockdown. Then employers went to Supreme Court. Justice Ashok Bhushan explained, oh, I understand that employer is also suffering. Employees are also suffering. Therefore, you negotiate yourself with your limited ways and means, resources, you solve the problem. Every problem has a solution. Therefore, it is our duty to identify the problem. Say, for example, in Asan, whether the Asan district is experiencing water problem, okay, the crop failure, drinking water problem, poverty, or the lack of utilization of resources, lack of infrastructure problem, lack of technology, or the want of the infrastructure, and also the high grade, high tech schools, colleges, like what the schools that have been opened in New Delhi by the Chief Minister, like that if you want to open the government schools should be such that because the people who are coming from the below the poverty line, low income group, middle income group, affordability is the problem. Therefore, to bring about equal quality of education in the rural areas, what need to be done? Okay, that is the problem. Therefore, we have to have these CSR initiatives. Government should, district collectors should have the CSR activities, rope in big companies and see that you are adopting the schools and colleges in the rural area. Therefore, before doing any research work, whether commerce, management, or the other social sciences, political science, this, that, etc., you identify what is your local problems. Okay, whether it could be unemployment, poverty, depression, drinking water problem, quality of education, technology, lack of infrastructure, and the banks, how they are giving loans and advances, what is the crop pattern, okay, how the farmers are suffering, how the local laborers are suffering, whether they are having enough employment, gainful employment or what. Identify those local problems and you, the youth of your college, government first grade college, Chennaraya Patna, see that you are arriving at some problem and it is not possible for you to solve the problem. And in glove with the policymakers, the NGOs, and as well as the corporate through CSR, you can solve certain problems. So in social science research, okay, it includes the human element, okay, welfare, human welfare and well-being. We have to identify whether this topic, whatever topic I am going to select, is having social relevance or what. And in case of a drought or famine, okay, how these villages are, villages and the households in the villages are suffering. What is the literacy level? What is the problem of female employees, female in rural areas? All these things we have to identify and see that you are solving all the problems. Therefore, in London, etc., developed countries, universities are solving the local problems, depression, and also the water problem, electricity problem, road, etc. All problems are solved by the university. That is why universities are respected in developed country. In our case also, okay, we have to take steps, whether colleges or schools or whatever. We can see that how these local problems, local resources can be effectively utilized. We can help farmers who are not getting enough rate. Okay, and how the export measures can be undertaken. What is the export procedure? And how to develop the food processing industry, fruit processing industry, so that we can solve the local problems and the local people will support your college, your university and your schools in that manner. Therefore, research mainly aims at solving problems. At the same time, in research, my experience says that you have to identify the problem first. As a doctor, a good doctor is one. As soon as the patient is admitted, it is the bounden duty of the doctor to identify with what disease the candidate is suffering from. Okay, identifying the problem is the first step. The prescription solution can be given by any doctor. Therefore, in research, what is important is, if you are capable enough, identify the problem. Second, very important aspect, it is not immediately going to the solution. You have to identify the cause of the problem. What made the problem to arise? Cause of the problem. If you identify the cause of the problem, you are a real researcher. If you eliminate the cause of the problem, problem is solved. To eliminate the cause of the problem, you have to identify the solution. Solution should not be expensive. Cost effective solution. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದಿಂದನೂ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಮೆರಿಕ ರಷ್ಯಾದಿಂದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ಇಸ್ರೋನವರು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಗಳು, ವೆರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. Therefore, foreign people are coming to India to launch their satellites. ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ $600 million ಆದ್ರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಉಡಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ $800 million ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್, ಯಂಗ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್, ರಿಸರ್ಚರ್, ಇಸ್ರೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್, ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸಾರಾಭಾಯಿ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದು ಇವಾಗ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ದೋಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. Therefore, Indians, ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪನಿದು ಬೇಕಾ? ನಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡೇ ಬೇಕಾ? ಕೋಲ್ಗೇಟ್, ಟೂತ್ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್, ಮಾಸ್ಕ್, ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದು. We have to use our local skills, local knowledge. India, for your kind information, India was a rich country till 17th century. 37.1% of total world's trade belong to India. Okay, today it is 1.2 to 1.5% of the world's trade. Even today we are having rich resources. You see that why this is the land of spirituality, land of knowledge. Bharat is the Jagat Guru for all the other countries. The other countries should seek our help Okay, therefore, the people should be activated, motivated, and a proper supporting and conducive environment should be created for innovations, creativity. We should have local brands and global brands, and see that employment is generated in a proper manner. Therefore, the collective wisdom of all the political party, policy makers, decision makers, they have to take a concrete step. Even today, India is having 52% of demographic dividend anta. ಏನು demographic dividend? Young population India ಅಲ್ಲಿ 52% ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Aged between 1842. Average age of Indian is 25 years. Average age of European countries 48 years. 48 years ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೌನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ 48 ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಏಜ್ 25 ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಈ ತರ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರೋರು 52% ಆಫ್ ಯೂತ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಯೂತ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ಡೆಮೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಯೂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್, ಪಕ್ಕ ಚಾನಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾಟ್ ಆಚ್ ಪಾಚ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಷಿಯನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ, ಏನೇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದು 7ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಅಪ್ಪ ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ 3 ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕರೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ರಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಮಿನರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಓಷಾನಿಕ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲಿಂಗ್ವಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಈವನ್ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಅರ್ಧಲ್ಲ ದನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, last person, common man, Aam Aadmi in the village level to the Delhi, whatever. We have to develop each individual so that if we develop individual, family is developed, village is developed, the society is developed, and country is developed. Therefore, that is the problem in social science research. Okay, we have to identify what are the social problems, and accordingly, commerce and management also falls under social science research, because the businessmen, buyers and sellers, who are they? They are also human beings. The manufacturers, employers, employees, workforce, all taxation. Okay, whether you are costing, taxation, or economics, okay, all those fall under social science research. Okay, it is for the people of this country. Therefore, what are the topics to be selected? Say, for example, lockdown. During the lockdown, how the migrant laborers have suffered, one research. And during the lockdown, how these MSME people, micro, small and medium enterprises people suffered. And during lockdown, how farmers have suffered. These are all COVID-19 induced lockdown based topics. Generally speaking, because of the artificial intelligence, how the financial management is done in a company, and how the financial decisions are taken with the help of technology. Because Industry 4.0 is artificial intelligence and robots, and whether the human resource cost is reduced on account of artificial intelligence. And because of this artificial intelligence, whether what is the employment opportunity, okay, that will be altered. Employment opportunity, whether it creates employment or it is destructing the existing employment. And in accounting, whether why we have not in India, we have not carved out, we have not developed tools for environmental accounting, forensic accounting, and why these are at local levels, startup, why the startup failure? Okay, 3,000 startups, 80% of the startups are failure. What are the causes? And the people who are graduating, they are getting general education, they are getting only 10 to 15,000 rupees. Okay, whether the schools, colleges, etc. are creating the jobs, whether they are creating the people to do the routine manual job where they are getting only 15,000 or what. Therefore, what is important is skill training. Okay, in social science research, okay, especially commerce and management or whatever, you have to select the problem in whether HR, finance, marketing, business analytics, data science. Today, data science and business analytics, big data, disruptive innovation, reverse innovation, all these are the buzzword. Therefore, the students of social science research should take up the realistic problem and futuristic problem, and he has to solve the problem in such a manner that it should be cost effective. So for young researchers, what I would like to say is, in your own area, in your own family, identify the problems. Okay, individual physical health problem. UNDP, United Nations Development Program, they are calculating human development index. They are using three variables. ಯಾವುದು per capita income ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, per capita income ಇಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ national income ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ. National income divided by population will tell you the per capita income. Foreign countries ಅಲ್ಲಿ, if you go to European countries, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ population 5 crore, 6 crore, 2 crore ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. 26 European countries is equal to 1 India. India is huge democratic country. Therefore, national income divided by population, obviously it is less only. What is the agricultural growth pattern, industrial growth pattern? Why we are not creating knowledge workers? Why we are having so much of skilled and semi-skilled, unskilled laborers, not having knowledge workers in the knowledge economy? Why we are not having so many MNCs and global companies as that of foreign country? Even a small country, Finland, okay, is having the Nokia as the global brand. Whereas in our case, India, bearing these two for Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Ranbaxy, Reddy's Lab, do we have Tata, or do we have the global brands like IBM, General Electric, General Motor, Ford Motors, okay, Lucent Technologies, Samsung, Mitsubishi, Nixon, Canon, like that global brands when we are creating? Okay, what is the responsibility of the youth? What a youth should be the leaders of tomorrow. They must be innovative, creative, and see that they are helping our country, nation, and society, family by innovating and doing export import business, and produce the product for the purpose of exporting and earn foreign exchange. And all these are very important. In social science research, we have to address the social problem. Okay, poverty should be eliminated. Unemployment, we should not depend on government. We have to be self-reliant. Okay, we have to establish our own industry, small scale industry, startup, and see that we are exporting. And we should be rich. We should be the job provider rather than job seekers expecting government to supply all those things. We should be self-dependent. Okay, self-reliance is very important. Self-help is very important, as told by Gandhiji. So we have ample energy, power. What is important is the right direction is very important for doing research. So research is required in agriculture, education. Research is a very common word. If you put research into agriculture, agricultural research, education, educational research, medical research, space research, oceanic research. Okay, like that, wherever, banking research. Wherever you put research is all pervasive and very important. Okay. Welcome back. How to go about, how to conduct the research in social research dimensions. Now, as a student, or young researcher, you have to identify the problem, whether the commerce, management, history, economics, sociology, political science, or whatever. You have to identify the problem. Okay, after identifying the problem in research, we have three parts while writing the research reports. That is preliminary matter, the main text, and the end matter. So, in the research methodology, so how to conduct the research uh, program? You have to identify a topic. You have to identify a topic for carrying out a research program, whether it is a PBA degree project report, MCOM, MBA, MFA project report, or MPhil dissertation and PhD program. PhD program, Doctor of Philosophy program. First task is that you have to identify a research problem. How to identify a research problem? You might be having your own experience in your own field. If you have that problem, you come and discuss with the experts, okay, luminaries. Okay, I am having this problem. Therefore, how to solve this problem? What is the data that requires? What are the evidences? Okay, that have to be collected. How to solve these problems, etc. You have to discuss with your research supervisor or research guide, experts, luminaries, consultants. With them, you have to discuss your problem. Okay, after discussing the problem, they may say to review the literature. The very important aspect in the entire research program is that you have to select a problem, say for example, to discuss what are the pain and agony faced by the migrant laborers during lockdown. Okay, in India we have 4.6 crore migrant laborers. Okay, these migrant laborers are interstate migrant laborers, and when they go to one state to another state, working for the builders, developers, shops, construction work, etc. Whether they are having all the facilities, basic minimum facilities, okay, the place to stay, health, the education of their children, wage, minimum wage, etc. For your kind information, during the lockdown, many people, migrants, they experienced a lot of pain. They did not have enough money. Okay, many people reached their destination, native place with 100 rupees, and many people did not have any money, food, medicine, and also facilities, etc. No wage, no pay, and they suffered a lot. Okay, they walked miles together, and in each district, the district collector did not provide enough drinking water also, and medical facilities also. With the starvation, etc., somehow they are managed to reach the home. And as per the direction of the Supreme Court, they have uh, deployed 4,270 Shramik train to transport all the migrant workers to their native places. Now the problem is why the migrant laborers are not registered in a particular state. Registration problem is there. Why the skill mapping is not done? The migrant laborers, first we have to register them, and we have to skill map what skills they are having. We have to create database, and they have to be given ration card by the Tahsildar, temporary ration card. And also the government run school must provide quality education to their children. Okay, all these are denied, and the majority of the migrant laborers, they don't know for whom they are working because they are brought by middlemen and contractors. Therefore, how to address these migrant laborers? One problem. And also because of these virtual class, online classes in our country, in rural areas, we don't have electricity. When you don't have electricity, mobile phones, smartphones, etc., how to conduct online classes? Okay, conduct of online classes will not be effective face to face. And many people, because of high cost of data, not possessing computer, only 11% of the households in India, total households, they are possessing a computer, and 24% of the Indian population, they are possessing smartphone. and internet access is very less. When such being the case, how to, and low income BPL, and 34% of Indian households, they are having only one room. Okay, to listen to online lecture, etc., disturbance, the noise, etc., it will not be smooth, etc. Therefore, in social science research, you have to select one problem. Okay, whether it is a migrant laborer, agricultural problem, or the problem of virtual class, digital divide. Okay, the divide between rural and urban area. And in India, we have income gap, knowledge gap, competency gap, rural and urban gap, information gap. Okay, when so many gaps are there, lapses are there, you have to identify and review the literature. Okay, why these migrant laborers were not registered? Why we are not having a database of migrant laborers in India, numbering 4.6 crore? Politicians, they are not vote banks. Therefore, politicians are not taking care of them. If there were to be vote banks, immediately they would have helped. Because these people are migrating from one state to another, etc. They are not having permanent place to live. Okay, because of their nature of mobility, etc. And also trade unions are not having any manifesto for the unorganized workforce migrant laborers. So this is the research problem. Before taking any research problem, you have to discuss with your supervisor and also identify the pakka problem. And that problem should be a novel one and which is having social relevance. Okay, any problem you are taking, you have to have the social relevance. Say for example, why in India startups are failure? Whether the young, energetic youth, when they have started the companies, startup companies, whether they have planned adequately for their technology, legal system, financial ratios, etc. Blindly, because the banks are giving loans, so if you're raising the loans with the seed capital and starting the company, when your products are not having any utility, your product will not sell. Therefore, whatever investment that you have made, okay, it is not possible to recover. Your company will go to bankruptcy, and the banker will also experience NPA, non-performing assets. Okay, that is the problem. And again, in India, for in Western countries, majority of the countries, if you want to study doctoral medicine, government is giving all support without taking any single pay from the parent. The government is educating them to become doctors, physician, etc. After completing their qualification, they have to serve in a rural area for 5 years. Okay, at the rate of 1 lakh in India, they will be paid with quarters, etc. It is not burden to the parents. But if a small BPL family, middle class income people, if they are having aspiration to make their son or daughter to become doctor, how difficult it is. Okay, the capitation fee and other, it is running to 1 crore rupee. Even after completing MBBS, you have to do MD. Okay, and rather than a commerce graduate is getting 30,000, 40,000 rupees per month working in a IT-BT. Doctors, even after putting MBBS degree, serving, completing MBBS degree, night shift, etc., they are also getting 40,000 rupees. What is the kind of investment that have been made? Therefore, in social science research, you have to select a problem. Okay, and this problem, whether it should be general or in case of commerce and management, you have to take the problem in HR, marketing, finance, etc. The fluctuating currency, how it is affecting the export sector, fluctuating currency. And there is a recession in America. How the workers in Kenya, they are suffering because of lack of orders and demands. That we have to study. Now the people who are working in garments, etc., because of lack of orders due to COVID lockdown, okay, the employer will not open the factory, garment factory. Okay, what is the social condition of the women employees and other who are taking care of the families? What is their condition, living condition? You have to review the literature, whether like this happened elsewhere. Review of literature will tell you what are the research issues that are faced by the uh, respondents, whoever. In research, two things are very important. Your research topic, researcher, and respondents. From the respondent is an individual who is supplying information, needed information on the topic. Therefore, the two dimensions are very important. From researcher point of view, what problem you have, what data you have to collect. So in any research, you have to have a problem well understood is observed. Therefore, in social science research, the research design should be research plan, and the components of research plan like a building plan, it should be very important. You have to state the statement of the problem. Okay, what is the problem on which you are undertaking the research? Whether you have identified the specific problem. Okay, the migrant laborers, what is their real problem? Why migration? Because the state in which they are born and brought up, it is most backward. Unemployment, factories are not there, employment opportunities are less. Therefore, in search of to escape from the extreme poverty in the rural areas and to get good employment opportunities in the cities, they come to cities, and they are the people responsible for the construction of the top class buildings, and we have to appreciate them, and we have to provide them adequate measures. But what the people say, majority of the policymakers and others, they say they are the problem for the city, and which is ungrateful. The people who have come, who have contributed for the city's growth, the city's economic development, okay, they silently they are contributing, but that is not recognized by us. And people sometimes they blame, okay, they are the part of the problem, etc. Therefore, it is the duty of the policymakers and all the stakeholders to see that what solution can be best provided for the migrant laborers or other private employees in our case. Therefore, select a problem, discuss the problem with the guide, and it should be having social relevance, novelty, utility. The problem should be researchable, and researcher, according to the researcher competency only, we have to select the problem. And the researcher must be having adequate resources to carry out the research program which is undertaking. And the problem selected should be very novel, original, and it should not be copied one. Creativity, originality should be maintained. Then next, before starting the research program, you should have the research plan, research design. In that, you have to state what is the statement of the problem. Okay, how the migrant laborers without registration, without ration card, without food, medicine, etc., they have reached their native places. Some walking miles together. Okay, a girl by name Jyoti Kumari who rode 1,300 kilometers. Okay, by cycle. She took her father from Haryana to Bihar, 1,300 kilometers. Every day she cycled 100 to 150 kilometers. This is the problem because of lockdown. The people how they have experienced, especially the migrant laborers. Okay, some people have died on the railway platform line without. They are the unsung people. Okay, we have to identify the problem. In the statement of the problem, we have to say, okay, why? Okay, the 130 crore people in India. Okay, majority of them are illiterate. Even after the 70 years of Indian independence, well, why people are suffering from unemployment, poverty, digital divide, okay, urban and rural divide, gender divide, knowledge divide, competency gap, etc. We have to question, and we have to take up the problem. And in any research, say for example, you have to have the statement of the problem followed by research issues. You have to identify the research questions, whether we have failed in registering the migrant laborers, whether we have failed to provide them with skill mapping and competency mapping, whether we have failed in giving them basic amenities, facilities, and basic wage for their sustenance. Okay, why 4.6 crore migrant laborers are suffering? Why the mobility? What is the future of migrant laborers? Say, for example, that the statement of the problem you have to write in statement of the problem. Again, research questions, objective of the research in your research program, whether you are BBA, MCOM, MBA, or whatever, you have to take only 4 realistic objectives. Okay, to understand the scenario of migrant laborers in India, to identify why the mobility is. Next, to analyze what is the problems faced by the migrant laborers in the worst state. Okay, why adequate legal measures are not in place for migrant laborers because they belong to informal sector. What is the way out? Okay, how to we have to give protect them, provide them safety and security. What legal measures, humanitarian measures that we have to take. Okay, for all these things we have to write research questions. After writing research questions, write 4 research objectives. Every objective should start with two, etc. To analyze, to examine, to assess, okay, to evaluate, okay, to evaluate the role of migrant laborers in the city's growth, to analyze the problems of migrant laborers in the city of Bengaluru, okay, to know the poverty level of migrant laborers. But all those things we have to make it on 4 objectives and see that the objectives are clear. Next, review of the literature. Identify the review of literature is helping you to find out what research has already undertaken by the previous researchers. What is their contribution for the research on the topic? What is the research gap that is available on the topic? Okay, the agony of migrant laborers in India. What previous researchers have covered? What is left out? That will tell you the research gap. For your topic should narrow down the research gap by your contributions. What is the worth of the research? Therefore, you have to follow certain steps in the research program that I am giving you. What are the steps that you have to follow? There are various areas for conducting research program in today's context. You can take a research program in aviation sector. Why we have the domestic competition and international competition in the airlines? Why we don't have enough airports in tier 2 and tier 3 cities? Why in Assam we are not having airports local, tier 2 and tier 3 cities? Okay, and what are the problems in retail sector? What are the problems in tourism, banking sector? Why consolidation of banking is happening? Okay, we don't have the banks. We are having number of branches in India, a particular bank, but width and breadth of the bank is enormous. Depth of the bank is very important. When I say depth, ಇವಾಗ 3,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯಾರನ್ನ 3,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲೋನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನ? You have to go to financial institution. But in Western country, the depth is high because of the deposits. In our case, deposits are very low. Therefore, what is the solvency and sustainability position of the banks? Okay, an Indian bank, one branch earns 33 lakhs per annum. Foreign banks operating in Brigade Road, one branch, they are earning 12 crore per annum. You see the kind of activities, etc. Banking structure. Why consolidation of bank? That is why consolidation of banking is happening, to reduce the operational expenditure. Somebody can take up banking sector allo problem ತಗೊಂಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? Insurance. Okay, insurance ಇವಾಗ you might have seen corporate hospitals in Bengaluru, etc. ನಿಂಗೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡು, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡು, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ, ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ 8 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ 14 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್? Heart operation is same in Vikram and other hospitals. Jaydeva. Why difference? We don't know. Government hospital and private hospital. Okay, automobile industry, because of the introduction of electric vehicle by 2024, what will happen to petrol driven car, diesel driven car in 2024? If automobile companies, if they stop manufacturing these petrol driven car, etc., what will happen to employment opportunity, the resources, the investment? Okay, they want clean environment. Okay, somebody can take up the topic on automobile sector, future of automobile sector in view of the introduction of e-vehicles in India. And also pharmaceutical industry. In India, 40,000 crore medicines is fake drugs market. Okay, only in the city, because the drug controller will come and check. Outside the city, suburban, etc., all the seconds tablets market drugs are sold. Okay, and health care, how costly it is. Health care, hospitality industry, now it is their game is finished because of lockdown. Okay, hospitality, hotels, star hotel, budget hotel, etc., restaurants, because of GST, etc. Okay, for their business is now it is Kel Katham and Natak Bandh for hospitality industry. Okay, gone. Okay, not to talk of MSME, etc. They are not having enough cushion to meet the unforeseen circumstances. Like that, in marketing, we have green marketing, advertising. Advertising is also a huge industry, sales promotion, marketing strategy, customer relationship management. Now, where is customer relationship management under lockdown? Okay, that is the problem here. So like this, we have so many topics in banking, and also banking today is it is artificial intelligence and the consolidation of banks. Retail banking, investment banking, currency convertibility, net banking. Okay, what is this impact of net banking, financial services? Majority of the foreign banks, they do fee-based services and project-based services. Their clients are corporate customers. In India, we don't have these. Majority of the banks are catering to the mass banking, not customized banking. Tourism is also a rich area for doing research program, pleasure tourism, education tourism, wildlife tourism, adventure tourism, ecotourism, coastal tourism, so on and so forth. So financial management, mergers, and because of fluctuations, etc. In HRM, we have today international human resource management, strategic human resource management, expatriation problem, cross-cultural training, performance management system, dark traits of employees. Before appointing an employee, you don't know his full character, personality type. But Americans, they have identified people are having dark traits, these, etc. That we have to identify. Otherwise, when they enter into the company, it is a problem for them. And for the project report of all these UG and PG students of social science research, we have 5 chapters. In the first chapter, you have to write about industry. Suppose if you are taking the topic as automobile sector in the lockdown era, in the electric vehicle era, okay, you have to collect the data. You have to write about automobile sector in India. How many players are there? What is their competency level? Okay, and who are the players, market leaders? What is their market capitalization? Like that, you have to talk about the industry. Okay, if you are taking topic on automobile, you have to write automobile industry, all about automobile industry. Suppose if you are taking the topic on tourism, you have to talk about Indian tourism, Karnataka tourism. That covers the first chapter. In the first chapter, say for example, organized retailing you have taken. In organized retailing, you have to tell the scenario of organized retailing in India. Whether the organized retailing can eliminate unorganized retailers, roadside vendor, vegetable vendors, sellers, etc. Whether you are eliminating them or what. So you have to write nature of retailing, significance of retailing, environment of organized retailing, types of retailing, models of retailing, organized retailing in global scenario, France, etc., and the challenges of organized retailing, limitations of organized retailing. Limit this number of pages to 25. EDM and other projects, MBA, MCOM projects. Then go to the second chapter, very important, design of the study. Write the 2.1 title of the project, 2.2 statement of the problem. Just now I explained the migrant laborers, 4.6 crore, only 1 crore migrant laborers have been shifted through special train and buses. Shramik train, 4,270 Shramik train, 1 lakh crore have been shifted. What about the other migrant laborers? What is the fate of them? Write 4 objectives, write the scope of the study, methodology I will explain now, and sampling you have to mention, whether you are undertaking random sampling, non-random sampling, type you have to mention. What research instruments you are using for collecting the data, questionnaire, schedule or what, sources of secondary data, plan of analysis. You have to use descriptive statistics as well as inferential statistics for analysis of your data, limitations of the study, reference period, chapter scheme. These are the components of research design. Next, title of the study, you have to write the title correctly with your topic, a study of organized retailing with reference to food products at Bangalore. Here, organized retailing, specifically food products, not fruits and vegetables. Like that, you have to write next statement of the problem. Say, for example, how far organized retailing is accepted by the people in Bangalore? Whether people have, all the people in Bangalore, 1 crore 39 lakhs, all the people have accepted organized retailing. Organized retailing accepted by the IT/BT knowledge workers. Even today, majority, Lakshmamma, Shantamma, they go to the street vendors, vegetable vendors, etc., unorganized retailing. So in terms of price, quality, facility, shopping experience, what is the difference between organized and unorganized retailing? You have to ask the questions with the rest. And you have to write 4 objectives. Every objective should start with to identify the factors that caused with organized retailing. 2. 4 objective: to identify, to analyze, to evaluate, to offer. Scope, you should cover subject scope and geographical scope in your research program. Important terms you have to explain. When I say reverse innovation, you have to say what is reverse innovation. For the purpose of my study, reverse innovation means the products that are exported from developing country to developed countries, machine tools and automobiles. Specifically, reverse innovation for the purpose of your study. Methodology, there are 14 research methods are there. Whether your study is descriptive, survey, pure research or applied research, quantitative research or qualitative research. In Western country, 95% of the research is quantitative research because they are having database. In our case, we are qualitative, based on underlying emotions, sentiments, feelings. Okay, we want quantitative data. ಇವಾಗ ಹಾಸನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಳವೆ ಬಾವಿಗಳಿದೆ, 1 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಡಾಟಾ ಬೇಕು, ಸಿಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ 6 ರಿಂದ 10 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಗೂ ಹಾಸನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಡಾಟಾ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ 10 years. ಹಳೆ ಡಾಟಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, historical data, old data. So projects you can have descriptive method, survey method, analytical method, atara ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. Sampling size should be 100 irutte. Okay, whether you are taking simple random sampling from the population, you have to draw the sample always. You have to spell out your population size, number of units, total number of units for the corporate hospital in Bangalore, 23 population. Out of 23, 5 hospital I have taken sample size. Charge, quality of treatment, research instruments, questionnaire, schedule, and personal interviews. Which tools you are using for collecting the data. And while preparing the questionnaire, you should not ask yes or no questions only. You have to have the scaling technique, 5-point scale. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ ನೋ ಅಂತ, ನೀವು ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿತೀರಾ, ಹೌದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ 2 ಆನ್ಸರ್, 2-point ಸ್ಕೇಲ್. ಕಾಫಿಯನ್ನು ಕುಡಿತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ, ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಹಬ್ಬಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಿನ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ, ಕುಡಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೀವು 4 ಆನ್ಸರ್ 5 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರೋ ಸುಶೀಲಕ್ಕ ನಾನು ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ ಆದ್ರೆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳು 4 ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ ನೋ, my question is defeated. Okay, I am not getting correct answer. Therefore, scaling technique use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, at Government First Grade College, Chennarayapatna, the quality of education is, ನಾನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ 5 ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಗುಡ್, ಪೋರ್, ವೆರಿ ಪೋರ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಿಕ್ ಯಾವ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 5-point ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು. 10-point ಸ್ಕೇಲು ಇದೆ. 1 ವೆರಿ ಪೋರ್, 5 moderate, 10 outstanding. On a 10-point scale, you rate Yediyurappa government. Mark kodi. 8 ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಅಂದ್ರೆ above the average. 3 ಅಂತ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ below the average. 10 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ outstanding. Okay, scaling technique. My dear students, you have to use scaling technique to prepare your questionnaire. Understand the Likert scale. Measurement is very important. You have to identify independent variable and dependent variable. ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಕಾಸ್ ಏನು? COVID-19 ಭಯ. ಓಕೆ, COVID-19 is the independent variable. ಕಾಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಕಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. IVDV ಅಂತ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು IVDV ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ categorical questions and numerical questions. In categorical questions, categorical means you have no choice. Literate, illiterate ಅಂತ 2 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, you have to tick literate or illiterate. Male and female, you have to tick male and female. Categorical. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂತ. ನನಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 5 ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಆರೆಂಜ್, ಆಪಲ್, ಬನಾನಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ 1 2 3 4 ಮಾಡಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಂತ? ಅಟ್ ಚನ್ನರಾಯಪಟ್ಟಣ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ದಿ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 5 ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರಿ, ಅಗ್ರಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್, ಡಿಸಗ್ರಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಗ್ರಿ. 5 ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಿಕ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರಿ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಗ್ರಿ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಂತು ನೋಡಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಪೋರ್ 2, ವೆರಿ ಪೋರ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್. Okay, this is called interval questions. Income less than 10,000, 10,000 to 15,000, 15,000 to 25. I am giving interval, not continuous. Okay, next is ratio scale. In ratio scale, 2:1, 1:1. What is the ratio that you are arriving at? Like that, we have to put. I told you, India's share of world trade today is 1.5 like that. Earlier, 17th century, 37.1. That is the ratio. 37.100. Remaining countries, okay, they shared the share. So, what is your gender? Okay, nominal scale, male and female. You have to take. Food quality at a hotel. Food quality, prices, menu variety, ambience, service. Rank 1 2 3 4. Cardinal question. Interval question. Strongly agree, disagree. Strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. Sources of secondary data. You know very well from the books. It is already published data from the books, newspaper, articles, reports, news bulletin, journals, web resources. You have to collect the data, secondary data on the topic, migrant laborers or whatever. Data, the topic togandi. Secondary sources, already published, available sources you have to collect. Plan of analysis. You have to use statistical tools, techniques, averages, percentages, mean, median, standard deviation, correlation, multiple linear regression, ANOVA, t-test, f-test, tables, charts, diagrams, analyze the data. People will understand effectively if you analyze the data. Limitations of the study, you should say what are the problems that you have encountered while carrying out the research program. The researcher might not have, respondent might not have revealed all the data while undertaking the research. You have to explain. And also you have to give reference period. When you have conducted the year, for how many months or how many years. When to when. And chapter scheme you should give. In the chapter 1, what the contents are. Chapter 2, design of the study. Chapter 3, profile of respondents. Chapter 4, your caption and analysis of interpretation of data. Chapter 5, findings, conclusion and suggestions. Next, you have to give bibliography. Also in the annexure, you have to give questionnaire. So while writing the profile of the company, what you have to write? Name of the company, head office, where it is located, number of branches, vision statement, mission statement, products, number of employees, and also important brands of that company, turnover of that company, awards won, organizational structure, their competitors, growth rate, CAPG, all those things you have to give you, the company profile you have to give, registered office, where it is located, year of establishment, and profitability for 3 years, market share, power brands, CSR activities. All those things you have to give in company. If you are taking freelance study without going to the company, in the 3rd chapter you have to give the respondent demographic profile. Say for example, age of the respondent, gender, educational qualification, occupation of the respondents, income, experience, size of the family, marital status, number of dependents. All these are freelance profile of sample respondents. In the 4th chapter, it is analysis and interpretation of data. Now you have to have these, it depends. For your project report, it is 45 pages. For MPhil, it is 80 pages. For PhD, minimum 120 pages analysis and interpretation should be there. You are analyzing all the questions and whatever the data you have collected from your sample respondent, 300, 500 or 1000, you have to analyze and interpret. How to analyze the data? So you have to write the table. In the table, numbers are there, percentages and numbers. Those are the facts. For the facts, you have to write analysis. From the analysis, there are certain hidden messages are there. Those hidden messages are the interpretation. Okay, that means to say 4.6 crore migrant laborers are there. India's population is 130 crore. Since you are not registered the migrant laborers, this is not the exact number, it is an approximate number. However, every migrant laborer per day, how much he is earning? Okay, from the collected data, it has been found out that he is earning rupees 500 per month, 500 per day, maximum 500 per day. What is the interpretation? When you are staying in Bengaluru, 500 rupees per day. So for 30 days, how much you are getting? 9,000. Okay, with the 9,000, it is possible to eke out the livelihood in Bengaluru. Okay, what is the cost of living, etc. Okay, therefore they are below the poverty. Their mental situation is very pathetic. Okay, no hygiene, no protection, right interpretation. When I say 500 rupees is the salary of migrant laborer in the table, that is all my everyday migrant laborers are getting 500 rupees each. That is their salary. This is analysis. What is the interpretation? Interpretation is message hiding. If you are a good researcher, you have to elicit the hidden message. Oh, 500 rupees. With 500 rupees, 30 days, 9,000 rupees. With 9,000 rupees, how to get the vegetables, ration, medical bill, okay, and where is the nutrition, okay, food, etc. And how come the education for their children, okay, you have to, without asking the migrant laborers, you have to elicit the message. That is interpretation. What is difference between analysis and interpretation? Analysis is giving the factual information. Yeah, interpretation means from that factual information, you have to elicit the hidden message. Okay, that is interpretation conclusion. Okay, so like that for BBA MCOM students, you can have a table, facts, followed by graph, analysis, and interpretation. Like this, you should have. For each and every table, you have to give source from where you have collected the data. Everything should be explained in a pakka manner. While analyzing the data, we have two statistical tools: descriptive statistics, GRAS, inferential statistics, very subtle. ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ತೆಗೆದಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಂತು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ MRI ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ಇವನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ನರ್ವ್ನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಬಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ನರ್ವ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್? ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮೀನು, ಮೀಡಿಯನ್, ಮೋಡ್, ರೇಂಜ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್, ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇವಾಗ 10 ಜನ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ನ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ದಿ ಮೈಗ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲೇಬರರು ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗತಿ ಶೋಚನೀಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ವೇಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್, ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೇಜ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಡ್, ನೋ ESI, no social security, no caretaker. Therefore situation is pathetic. Our situation ಶೋಚನೀಯವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ not one factor, multiple factors. In inferential statistics you will know whether wage, food, medicine, social security ಯಾವುದು ಇಂಪಿಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, you can come to know only through inferential statistics. Therefore, inferential statistics will tell the, if you know the characteristics of the sample, it is possible to tell the characteristics of the population. Okay, to tell the characteristics of the population with the help of characteristics of the sample, use inferential statistics. These are all only averages. It will tell you the characteristics, real characteristics. Inferential statistics. Measures of central tendency, inferential statistics, ANOVA, t-test, chi-square, correlation, regression, ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ parametric test and non-parametric test. If I know the characteristics of the population, photo, parametric. If I don't know the characteristics of the population, non-parametric. In India, we don't have database. Therefore, it is non-parametric. So, what are parametric tests? T-test, Z-test. Idella paired T-test are parametric. Chi-square test is non-parametric. Chi-square. So, when the calculated value, okay, is more than the p-value, the hypothesis is rejected. 0.05% level of significance, 5% level of significance. If your calculated value is more than p-value, hypothesis should be accepted. Calculated value is more, p-value is less, reject the hypothesis. Vice versa. Hypothesis testing. What is hypothesis? It is a conjecture, assumption. We are saying there is no relationship between, null hypothesis, there is no relationship between migrant laborers' living conditions and employment opportunities. Okay, here living condition is dependent variable. Employment opportunity is the independent variable. Okay, we have to test whether more employment opportunity, better the position of migrant laborers. Okay. There is no relationship between short notice lockdown and migrant laborer suffering. Short notice lockdown and migrant laborer suffering. Hypothesis is rejected because the government should have given 4 or 5 days to move, sufficient time. Then migrants' suffering would have been less. Null hypothesis. Collect data from the people. Based on the evidence, you have to test the hypothesis. Chi-square, T-test, F-test, ANOVA, whatever. Basically, you have to identify the IV, DV. Correlation, whether relationship between two variables are existing or what. Okay. Dependent and independent variable. Relationship is there or what. Put correlation. Use correlation analysis. And whether the migrant laborer problem is because of lack of facilities and legal measure. Okay, you have to predict what are the problems of migrant laborers. You have to predict what causes the migrant laborers to suffer. This predictive variable is regression analysis. Regression. ANOVA. Take two groups, migrant laborers average in Bengaluru, migrant laborers average in Mumbai. Compare these two averages. Okay, then you will tell what is the variance. Analysis of variance. Okay. Between groups, within the groups, mean score. Analysis of variance. So like this, you have to analyze all the questions from the questionnaire. For BCom, BBM, etc. No, for BBA, MCom, MFA, 22 questions you have to analyze. For PhD, etc., at least you must have some 125 statements, 141 statements to analyze under different variable category. Now, afterwards, the last chapter is a summary of findings, conclusion, and suggestions. For each and every table, what analysis and interpretation you are having. Okay, now summarize and write the findings. First objective. For first objective, what data you have collected. Okay, what is the interpretation? Whether it is a positive or negative one. Positive. Only for negatives, you have to write suggestions. For positive answer, you can say improve this. Okay, so for all these UG, PG projects, 15 findings are enough. You have to conclude with you have objectives, research topics, hypothesis, data, etc. Conclude. Okay, what it is. Okay, your research program. And write suggestions. And how it is helpful to policy makers, you also suggest that. And if you have any directions for the future research, provide. Write a bibliography in APA format. Okay, tools are available in the net. American Psychological Association method of writing bibliography for books, for articles, etc. Then you have to give web resources. Okay, so that people can refer further. So this is the method for conducting social science research: identifying the problem, reviewing the literature, writing the statement of the problem, identifying the research questions, identifying the research gap through review of literature, then formulating the hypothesis, writing methodology, what type of research is yours, whether descriptive, survey, analytical research, or what type, and further so sampling. What is the sample size? Whether you have chosen random sampling or non-random sampling. What is the basis for your sampling? Who are your respondents? From whom you are collecting the data to verify your objectives and test your hypothesis. And further thereafter, you have to have these primary data collection tools, secondary data. What is your plan of analysis? What is the reference period? What is the financial budget? How much you are going to spend for your research program? What is the time budget? What is the duration for completing your program? What is the chapter scheme, chapter outline that you have to write? That is the second chapter. First chapter you have to write about industry sector on the topic what you have taken. In the third chapter, profile of the company or profile of the sample respondents. I told you vision, name of the company, length of the year of establishment of the company, product name, the turnover, profitability, organization structure, who are your competitor, okay, what awards you have won from different institution, all those things you can give in chapter 3. Chapter 4 is exclusively meant for analysis and interpretation of data. Primary data you are analyzing here, and in the analysis and interpretation you have to include the secondary data reference point also, source. Then your analysis is excellent. Okay, then you draw important message from the facts, okay, without asking the respondent. Okay. Next, you have to write a fifth chapter, findings, conclusion, and suggestions. 15 findings, one or half page, 1 page conclusion, 12 suggestions you have to write, and how your study is useful for policy makers, that also you have to indicate, and directions for the future research. Write a bibliography and put one blank questionnaire at the end in annexure. Okay, therefore, in order to review of literature is very important. Topic selection, review of literature. Research design is the blueprint. So this is what the method for conducting research program under social science research arena. So thank you one and all. Thank you GFGC Chennaraipatna for giving me the opportunity to share my knowledge on this webinar. Thank you.